Hi everyone! Today we will be reviewing a video of Camille Rowe. The title is called Camille Rowe's Guide to Effortless French Girl Beauty, and I will invite you to see my reaction about it, if it's really matching what I think could be, a French look or something like this. Let's see. What I can say from the beginning is I love the title, because if you put effortless and French together, it's a good match already. Let's dive into it.
Bonjour, I'm Camille, and this is my go-to Paris Fashion Week look. So I'll put my hair up before I wash my face. It's cute, okay. So I wet my fingers. So the cleanser kind of sets in, and then I wash it off. Yeah, and I pat dried. I like to use the hyaluronic acid by Dr. Barbara Sturm. Up.
Okay, so effortless, certainly. She's already using, some product, but I totally get it because it's her work to feel refreshed and pumped and very available all the time, and visually, at her best all the time, so I totally get it. In regards of what she's doing as a profession, definitely.
So I'll leave these on for, however time I have. It says 20 minutes. I'll sometimes do more, sometimes less, depending. So I like these guys. They're easy to travel with. They're liquid. And I swear I never, ever get sick. I look like a little animal right now.
She's kind of funny. That helps.
Yeah, it's not great. This helps with unpuffing. I get a really sore neck, so I really like to get in here. It's all super natural ingredients.
Something that I really appreciate is that, so she's using, you're going to see it on the side of the video, but she's using tools to relax herself, as it has a very good impact on how she looks. So I really like this spirit of feeling good, self-love, and then it reflects on the outside. I think it's very on the French mentality to do.
Super natural ingredients. So the cream was made by a woman who got breast cancer, and she created this cream. 10% of the proceeds go to Cedars-Sinai cancer research, so that's nice. It's quite, it's very, very hydrating, and also, I don't know, it leaves your skin, it's like a very nice texture on your skin, but you really have to rub it in. I pick at my face constantly, and so then I get little scabs, and it's really good for just healing. I should get more facials. I like popping my own pimples, so I feel like when I go and get a facial and they do it for me. It's really annoying. I'd rather do it myself. I have this big hormonal pimple that showed up this morning, including this one. Look, I buy this in French pharmacies, Exomedine. It's really good for kind of under the skin pimples, so like this one in particular.
So this product, definitely, I'm a harp player, and when I was little, I had some blister, I would say, because of the skin. I was irritated of pulling the strings, and this was used so I could dip my finger in this bottle, and indeed it's something that is going to go through the skin very slowly, of course, and it's going to help reduce the inflammation. It's absolutely magical. I recommend each time that I go to France, I'm filling my suitcase with some of them. There's another product that I'm going to mention. It's called Biafine. It's the best post-sunburn cream ever existed. So if you are traveling in Europe or in France, definitely two products that are not in America that are very useful.
Because of lack of sleep, I'll put some eye drops in. I quite like these. These are also from a French pharmacy. They said that actresses in the 50s would put them in their eyes because they make them look blue, but I haven't noticed that. Then I'll put on some eye cream. I like this Biologique Recherche one. I mean, French pharmacies are I love walking in and just, I buy a lot of random stuff. There's more pharmacies than bakeries even in Paris. My mother's really into skincare. She got melanoma a few times, and so she kind of freaked me out. So now I'm quite scared of the sun and put on so much sunscreen daily. Wear sunscreen because then you get wrinkles, you don't want wrinkles, yada yada. French, I love cheese. I will say sugar though. If I eat a lot of sugar, I will get a pimple, so I try and like not eat too much sugar. I don't love to exercise, but I walk and I swim.
So in a nutshell, it's really submerging a lot of French habits, enjoying food terribly and not exercising. But I think it doesn't have that much impact on her, and that's absolutely great. I really like her mindset to take everything not too seriously, even the serious topic. When she was talking about the cancer, that it's making her more aware about that. She's totally right. It's very common knowledge that the sun is damaging the skin, but yeah, I kind of like that she's very laid back, and I like her.
And I swim. And I swim. And like once a month I'll go boxing. Because the go-to look is a red lip, I think it's pretty important to scrub your lips. This is just Vaseline and sugar, which I make myself. It's very easy to make. This is also a Biologique lip balm that I love. I'll put some on my cuticles too because I pick at those. So I keep my eyebrows pretty natural, but there are like a few little guys. I let a makeup artist squeeze my eyebrows once and it got really 90s. My mom cuts my hair and she only wants to cut it on a full moon because she says it grows longer and thicker. So I don't get to see my mom that often, maybe like 3-4 times a year. So the odds that I see her on a full moon and I can actually get a haircut are quite low. So makeup. I don't mind a few imperfections. I like foundation, but I kind of use it more as a concealer than foundation.
This is it. Use your foundation as a concealer. I think this is the key phrase of so far to keep in mind. Absolutely the French way to use makeup, less better.
I feel like people are like, ooh, French beauty, they don't do anything. But I think it's more about looking as natural as possible. At the end of the day, I'd rather look like I have no makeup on. And if you go to a party and you look like you have no makeup, it's a win-win situation because you're either like, oh, she looks amazing and she doesn't have any makeup, or wow, she's not wearing any makeup and she still has the balls to show up. You know, she's so confident. I like this Westman Atelier concealer. It's a little thick, which is nice for our front here. I don't usually break out as much as this. I have okay skin, it's just not this week. So for my brows, I don't actually like to fill them in that much. I have a scar here that I kind of just like to pinch rather than fill in, but I do like to put a little clear brow mascara. It's called. I like these Laura Mercier ones. And then the great thing about these too is if you get little red marks, oh, and now it's a freckle. Maybe, should we turn him into a freckle? No, I just need to commit to the fact that I have a pimple in the middle of my face. This is called contouring. I'm one of those humans, but I sort of just use it more as a bronzer. I'll do a little pink, a little brown. I use the same brush for everything, which clearly maybe is not a good idea. Voila, it's like I spent the whole entire day in the sun, and I like to kind of pinch the brush and put it right in the crease of the nose, like a little line. Ooh, that's a bit aggressive. Okay. So it looks like you have like a little sunburn. It's so cute, but I don't get sunburns because I wear so much sunscreen. So I cheat a sunburn. Voila. I usually don't put on very much mascara, but I always curl my lashes. I feel it just wakes you up.
So far that she's basically really subtly enhancing her natural traits. And indeed, she's not into transformation at all, but she has a sense of humor with this sunburn. I never saw that before. I think she's so charming.
Okay, let's try and do this. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I got hair extensions and eyelash extensions because when in Rome, I did a hair job and they dyed it 5 times in 3 hours and it just all fell out, so I didn't have any hair for a while, and I put a few extensions, which was nice, but it's too high maintenance for me, but it did feel nice to have hair again. It was actually traumatizing to lose hair. I like mascara when it's a bit dry, because otherwise it sort of just gets everywhere. Like I try and take off as much as possible, but not too much, so just the top. I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter on my eyelids. So this is kind of like a goldy situation, but I like this guy because I feel like it looks a bit wet, if that makes sense. I love some highlighter. I found this little guy. I've never heard of it before, but I think it's a fantastic highlighter. Yeah, I'd rather my skin look a bit dewy than matte. I love a red lip. I mix a lot of colors. I usually quite like a sort of orangey red. So I think today I wanted to, oh! I mean, Dior makes a great, they make a great red one. I like the 999, which is sort of the classic red, but we can mix it with, that's also, let's put this one aside. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, so we're gonna mix maybe a bit of this and a bit of these.
I mean, mixing brands is really a very good option. Again, she might be a salesperson for this brand, and she's really taking, she's at ease to even, create a color, and it doesn't seems like she's doing, a critique about the color. It's just like she does whatever she likes in a very genuine way. I don't know, it's really charming again, and it's very efficient so far. She doesn't look like at all she has any makeup, but as you saw, she's taking care of her skin first, relaxing, massaging, and then just like, I don't know, a comping or, supporting her natural traits. I really love that.
I like a stain, but not for tonight. So tonight we're going out. The technique to apply lipstick is no technique. I mean, a lot of my fingers are involved. I follow my natural lip line to start, and then I kind of tap over it so it looks like a softer line. This is quite nice, but I think we want a little bit more. Look, a little bit of this guy. Maybe let's add a little dark. It's okay if it's not perfect, no? I'm gonna make out tonight anyway, so it'll be all over my face. And then, because I love a blush, then I can... Hair. Wow, that was so creepy. Did you? I looked like Willem Dafoe in Wild at Heart. Great film, but he's creepy in that. So I kind of wet the bottoms because they get a bit frizzy. And then up a bit the top. Look, it's kind of wet. Put a little bit of serum in the end.
So again, it's really getting in the direction of the natural waves of the hair, and there is not, any curling process, no ironing process at all. She's really, as she's describing, there is no brush. She's really using her fingertips for the makeups. She's taking care of. She's putting some self-love, but there is no intention of transformation.
And the end. And here, comes that, and then I put it behind my ears. I put on a hat. It kind of makes the top sort of close to my head and flattens it, and then I kind of make a wave here and I put it down. Comme ça. Et là. Up. And then I twist the back and put it up in the hat because my hair is super flat and it gives it a nice little wave. So then I just wait a little bit until it sort of dries but not too dry. So it's been a few minutes. I can take it off. Okay, so this looks kind of weird, but it kind of gives it the shape I like. I'll maybe brush it a little bit more. My hair gets really tangled very easily, very fast, so I'll try to make it as clean as possible before I go out. And because I flattened the top, I quite like just in the back ratting it a tiny bit. Give it a little bit more volume, but I don't like it here. I like it in the back. And then for the time being, I'll just put it behind my ears so that when I take it out, there'll be even more of a bend. So then there's two sprays that I like to use. I usually don't use them at the same time. Biologique one, which is honestly a game changer on an airplane. It's super, super hydrating. Voila. So that feels good. I feel like it just adds extra moisture. And then this guy by Caudalie, it smells really nice and I feel like it just like kind of wakes you up. So I'll keep that in my purse and do it a bunch throughout the evening. Thank you so much for watching. This is the final look, and yeah, merci beaucoup.
That was absolutely adorable. So I found a lot of traits of what I witnessed for the years in France. Is definitely no transformation, a lot of self-love, a lot of attention on the natural feature that we can have. And her look seems to be totally natural and sophisticated at the same time, because it's really onto the details and what she loves and where and what she feels very comfortable. So yeah, definitely. I remember last month I was doing a reaction video to something that, to my taste and my opinion, was pretending to be the really key elements of the French beauty, or if it does exist. I find that Camille Rose is definitely more in the French mindset that I grew up with. So let me know in the comment section below, French or not French. Let me know if it resonates in you, if you see the real difference between the two videos and what I'm talking about. Okay, take good care. See you soon. À bientôt. Mwah!